Hi, my name is Liel Cohen. I'm living in Los Angeles for the past 5 years. The text that I choose called Peer Victimization in Children with Learning Disability. It was written by Audrey L. Bymester, Arik A. Stork, and A. Jerry R. Gaffrigin. It was published in Child Adolescents Work J at 2008. The main idea of the text that I choose is to show the connection between psychosocial problem and kids that being victimized and bullying from other friends and kids at school. The text that I choose showing several studies that try to understand why kids with learning disability will suffer more from regular other kids that not suffering from learning disability, to be more victimized and more bullying from the others. One of the reason it studied some reason, but one of them was that kids with learning disability usually will be separated from the class to study in small group, that make them to be different and be separate from the class. Second reason is that kids that not suffering from learning disability, it's hard for them to understand the behavior of kids with learning disability. The studies show that kids with learning disability will be more victimized and more bullying, and can cause them to suffer from psychosocial problem as this depression and anxiety. The text of the Maman 12 that I choose is talking about kids with learning disability and how they cooperate with social networking. It's showing the negative and dangerous stuff in that can be in social networking for kids with learning disability, such as it's hard for them to understand that people can arrest them, and people can treat them, and people can do really bad stuff and convince them that they other people, and it will be hard for them to understand the meaning of people in the social networking in one hand, and in the other hand it show all the positive stuff that can social networking can give to kids with learning disability, as it can help them to find friends that will make them to feel more secure and build their self-esteem. So the connection between the text of the Maman and the text that they choose is that both of them talking about kids with learning disability. And I think the text, the peer victimization in children with learning disability, it's showing us that they suffering, and it can make them to a lot of problem as depression and anxiety, that social networking can solve this problem if they will know how to use social networking in the right way. If someone will show them the risk and will explain them the risk in social networking, and people with learning disability will know how to deal with this problem, and not to fall and be tricked by bad people in the social networking. So it can help them and motivate them to find friends, new friends, and it can motivate them to build their self-esteem, and then they will suffer less from psychosocial problem. So this is the text that I choose is editing for the from the text of the Maman to understand better children with learning disability and how they feeling, and why it's so necessary for them to be in social networking. I really like this text because my little brother have learning disability. He have ADHD, and I can see on him that he's suffering from bullying, and he's suffering from being victimized from other kids at school. It's hard to people and even the teachers to understand why his behavior like that. And I can see how social networking can help him to find more friends and to feel more secure, and how it build his self-esteem. So I really like this text. I think it's very interesting, both of them, the text of the Maman and the text that I choose. And that's it. I think it's very important to learn more about people with learning disability, and I think it's very important for the teachers to explain the kids at school how they should behavior with other kids that suffering from learning disability, and not just bullying them and victimize them and be not nice to them. I think it's something that need to be learned at school, and it's very important. Thank you so much.